Mabuhay, Kamustika, welcome, how are you? This is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I recently began making podcasts that can be listened to on the website lvbts.com, and today I'm inviting every man of the world to listen to the next 6 podcasts over there. The first of 6 Casting Beyond the Sea podcasts is up already, and I plan on having 2 a week for the next 3 weeks. I sincerely hope by now that you know I want to encourage men to get married, something that should be common sense, but the world is getting darker and many men are damaging their chances at real intimacy by dealing with fake pleasure, a significant evil intended to destroy you and your current or future marriage. Is the main focus of a fine book written by Tim Challies called Sexual Detox, a guide for guys who are sick of porn. I am eager to share many of his thoughts from the book on my podcasts and interject my own thoughts, just not here on YouTube. Tim covers some pretty powerful topics in this book. I will put a link to it in the description box, and I highly endorse it. I want to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem, and I agree with him that the topic of this book that I will review in the podcast stands in the way of a man experiencing the goodness of marital intimacy and the benefits of that to the whole relationship. I think this will be a fascinating series, no pun intended. Join me right now at lvbts.com for the first podcast. Just click on the podcast link. Throughout the series, we'll talk about preparing for detox, the monster in disguise. We'll talk about why marriage is not a solution to. We'll talk about if is right or wrong, how to handle the guilt, is there a deeper meaning to, and what are you allowed to do. I really can't have a mature, frank talk about and on a YouTube channel like this, but I set my own rules on the website, and I absolutely must address the topic in Tim's book, Sexual Detox, because unless some kind of detox is initiated or completed, it is going to affect the marriage that you have or desire to have. I can't recommend marriage without taking the time to deal with this subject because it affects so many men, and then in turn their wives, and as a result their relationship and their future. I want youth to listen to these podcasts too. I want parents to listen. Any man who has a sex drive would be a good place to start. Anyone who wants to get married and experience the best in life, but there is an ominous thing out there that makes promises it can't keep and causes a lot of damage. These podcasts will be lengthier than the earlier ones, but also chock full of information consistent with the Love Beyond the Sea desire to equip men to experience real marital love. Time is short, my friends. Don't dig a big hole for yourself and bury your future. If you're one of the many who are struggling and want a reset, please go to lvbts.com, bookmark the site for future podcasts of a review of Tim Challies' book, Sexual Detox. Please let others know about this podcast series, and by all means, buy the book. I will link 2 places you can buy it in the description box. The first podcast is up right now.